Hello and welcome to Glorious Miniatures. My name is Jolyon and welcome to another Sunday preview on today, the 30th of July 2023. Without further ado, let's get into it. For the Noble Knight Lancer. Next week's pre-orders have everything, big and small, a towering knight, scurrying ratfolk, and a treasure trove of books. Stick with us as we dig through the goods that are coming your way soon. Sounds intriguing. Let's see what they've got first. The Horus Heresy. And indeed 40k. Cerastus Knight Lancer. One thing I've always had an eye on. This is the plastic version. We've talked about the design of this kit, shown you a gallery of gorgeous knights painted by studio staff, and now the Cerastus Knight Lancer is breaking ranks and charging forth. With an ion gauntlet and shock lance, these hot-headed pilots range ahead of the main battle line, seeking single combat with enemy knights and the other super heavy targets. We have seen this before in previous sort of articles, but this is the newly formed plastic version. And doesn't that look magnificent? We have seen recently some, as I said, the studio painted versions of this, and could definitely be an interesting project. I wish that the airbrush was around for it. Maybe we can make something happen, or at least get it ready for the airbrush to appear. Extremely tall and incredibly posable, this impressive kit comes with a transfer sheet containing 517 transfers with a mix of knight household emblems. You can use this in games of both Warhammer the Horus Heresy and Warhammer 40,000. Fantastic. Well, I guess on tomorrow I'll be able to find out the price. I will update this particular video with that down in the comments below, so make sure you check that out. We got Warhammer Underworlds Wyrdhollow, Skabbik's Plaguepack. We finally have some more Skaven miniatures, which is going to be great. I know a lot of people are going to be very keen on these. They look fantastic already. The Skaven of Clan Pestilence are forever searching for the ingredients for the 13th Great Plague. Putrescent priest Skabbik has gathered a noisome band of ratty acolytes who are gnawing their way to the heart of the Wyrdhollow to find one of these components. Blessed with rotten gifts, this warband corrupts the land while they do battle, dabbling a little bit of Skaven backstabbing as they scurry to victory. As you can see, slightly larger image right there. We've got the main person in the middle with his, staff and bells. They've all got some stabby knives, books. There's a giant rat front and center as well. They look like a lot of fun to paint up, and a great addition to your ratty army. We've got Paths of Prophecy Rivals deck. What is this? This is more Warhammer Underworlds Wyrdhollow. Breathe. Twisted new life into your favorite warbands, old and new, with the Paths of Prophecy Rivals deck. This complete deck attunes your warband to the cosmic omens that suffuse the Wyrdhollow, allowing your fighters to follow mystery auguries and forge a path to victory. This objective-based deck pairs well with control warbands and those with a high model count, just in time for a certain Skaven warband, which is up for pre-order next week too. Okay, I don't really play this game, but this could be just the thing for you to reinvigorate your little warbands. I do see some Necromunda down here as well. What do we got here? We've got the Ironhead Squat Prospectors Claim Jumper. Okay. If there are any precious resources left to find in the blasted ash waste of Necromunda, the Claim Jumper is the squat who'll find them. The nose for loot and other rich pickings, accompanied by a Techmite Autoveyor to help him sniff out the good stuff. This Doty Scout often steals resources right from under the noses of the major houses. This pack of 2 resin miniatures will be available to pre-order next week. This will be Forge World specials right here. Adding more miniatures to that particular range is definitely going to be a good thing. I think they've only got maybe one other miniature specifically for this group. I can't fully remember. No doubt people in chat will be able to tell me, or the comments below will be able to tell me and correct me. I see you got some Black Library stuff. I think there's quite a lot of Black Library coming up, so get yourself a cup of tea. Got the Fall of Cadia Mega Limited Edition. All right. Cadia is reeling from the 13th Black Crusade. But Lord Castellan Creed knows that this has just been a prelude to the real terror. Abaddon the Despoiler emerges from the Eye of Terror with a war host of impossible scale supporting him. And the true battle for Cadia begins. The Fall of Cadia by Robert Rath is an epic in every sense of the word, with perspective shifting between high commanders and grunts on the ground in a mighty tale of one of the Imperium's most resounding losses. This novel will be released first in a mega limited edition that comes in a magnetic presentation case. Inside you'll find the Fall of Cadia with a brown leather effect cover, gold foil blocking designs, and brown ribbon bookmark. Each uniquely numbered copy is signed by the author with an introduction from the author. You'll also get a metal Cadian medal with a pin, replica dog tags for Lord Castellan, Arasaka E. Creed, I butchered that name, and a poster map of Kazo Kraf. Finally, there's a 64-page softback in World Diary, written by Cadet Corporal Wellham Joseph of the 322nd Conscript Regiment. This incredible collection is limited to just 1,750 copies. I'm genuinely surprised they're doing that many copies. I've seen other limited editions at far less volume than that, so that'll be interesting. Obviously, the price is going to be, well, quite pricey for an understatement. I see another book below. Vainglorious. Somehow, Cafius Cain has been dragged back into the action. Desperate for retirement, this unlikely hero has been trapped up to find out why a newly found Forge World stopped producing weapons for the Imperial war machine. In Sandy Mitchell's Vainglorious, a reluctant hero must deal with assassination attempts, rebellious Skitarii, and more as he digs into this mystery. You can pre-order the new Cafius Cain tale in hardback, ebook, and audioback formats. Also, apologies if I just butchered his name. I have not actually heard it pronounced out loud because I haven't listened to the audiobook, so there we go. That's my excuse. I see we've got an anthology as well right here on top of a new novel. You can dig into a collection of Cain's old stories meticulously collected by the Inquisitor Amberley Vale to lay out this legendary hero's improbable career. This massive anthology features the novella Old Soldiers Never Die and 13 short stories by Sandy Mitchell in hardback, ebook, and audioback format. Scroll down to the next one. Daria Nevi is faced with an impossible choice in Longshot. To stay true to herself and defend the Imperium even as her allies are picked off one by one, or give in and believe the promises made by the mysterious Tau Empire. Longshot is Rob Young's first Black Library novel. You can read an expert right here, and it will be available to pre-order in paperback, ebook, and audio book formats next week. Okay, that's another Astra Militarum sort of focused book by the looks of it. Maybe I should get one to go along with the omnibus I just purchased. We've got another one for glory and honor. In humanity's darkest hour, as the lines between war and diplomacy blur, the Space Marines battle to protect the Imperium. For Glory and Honor collects 3 novels from the Space Marines Conquest series, which convey the awesome and terrible might of the Primaris Space Marines. This anthology will be available in paperback and ebook and contains The Fist of the Imperium by Andy Clark, Apocalypse by Josh Reynolds, and Of Honor and Iron by Ian St. Martin. We got another book, Kazarkin, or Karskin as I like to call it. Captain Barahath, Obey Sakera, and his Karskin have been called to help rescue an Astra Militarum general from a downed Valkyrie in the endless sprawling deserts of Dashi I Kavar. The Tau Empire stands in their way, but as the Astra Militarum clashes with this Xenos, their war disturbs something resting deep below the sands. Kazakin by Eduardo Albert will be available to pre-order next week. And we got The Emperor's Gift. Aaron Dembski-Bowden's tale of 2 aspirants recruited into the Grey Knights is coming to audiobook format via pre-order next week. The 666th chapter must always remain vigilant, lest chaos consume almost everything. Lest chaos consume everything. And The Emperor's Gift tracks the ordeals and training aspirants must undergo if they are to join the ranks of the most heroic demon hunters, ahead of Angron's war on Armageddon. We've got Witchbringer as coming to, we've got a French edition right here. After a union she never wanted or expected, the Psychoglavia errand finds herself embroiled in a violent campaign on the psychically active planet of Visage. Haunted by growing suspicions surrounding her new commander and shocked by visions of a sinister relic, Erin must do her best to survive and save her old allies in Witchbringer by Stephen B. Fisher. Been made available for French audiences in paperback and ebook formats. We got the German edition of Huron Blackheart, Master of the Maelstrom. The galaxy thrown into chaos by the return of Bobby G. Huron Blackheart The master of the Red Corsairs must employ every trick he knows in order to maintain control of his fractious renegade empire. With new challenges to his authority emerging every day and bargains to be made, the former tyrant of Badab must walk a fine line to succeed. Huron Blackheart, Master of the Maelstrom by Mike Brooks, will soon be available in German, in paperback and in ebook formats. We've got another one. We've got Renegades Harrowmaster, French edition. The Alpha Legion are masters of subterfuge and duplicity, but the arrival of the Primaris Space Marines to bolster the Imperium presents them with a new challenge that mere subtlety may not be able to overcome. Solomon Akura leads his Serpent's Teeth warband against this threat while dealing with traitorous allies in a bid to become Harrowmaster and unify the heads of the Hydra. Mike Brooks' Renegades Harrowmaster will be available to pre-order in French, paperback, and ebook formats soon. So, and then we got the Warhammer Plus stuff as always, which we don't go through. So that's that. We've got a big pre-order coming up this Saturday. I will, as I said earlier, update with a comment below with hopefully the price of the Cerastus Knight Lancer and indeed the Skaven where possible. So hopefully do come back and check this video tomorrow for the prices. And also, while you're doing that, make sure that you've liked, subscribed, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss those future videos when they appear. I've now got to edit this video and upload it to YouTube. My current internet, that might take 7 years. However, we will be going live as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Goodbye.